What's up, everyone? Today I have a 2025 Cadillac Optiq that we're going to be reviewing today. This one is in the black Raven black color with a black appearance package from the dealership. These recently just came out. They you could only order or get one in the last couple months. Do a quick walk around here. As you can see, there's these little designs on the side, on the sides. There's two wings, I guess you could say, one on the top and then one on the closer to the logo, the Cadillac logo, along with a camera and then the Cadillac emblem. As you can see, there's the light bars are on the sides there, with this as the reverse light. The door handles do come out the same as the Lyriq. I'm going to be, in this review, basically comparing the Lyriq, since that's what I own, to this, and seeing if it's a better value to stay with the Optiq or kind of get the upgraded space that you do get in the Lyriq. The front grille is a little smaller, a little thinner here, and the lights are very similar to the Lyriq, but just a little different. They kind of fixed the charging door in the Lyriq. It was it would not work sometimes, and this one is more of a door that opens smoothly, and you can fast charge and do the normal level 2 charger, and you close it with that button. So yeah, we'll go look at the interior now. Going inside, the door handles do come out, like I said. And this one has the white interior with the blue accents, along with this like gray kind of mesh texture here. The interior looks kind of identical to the Lyriq, but there are some differences that you can definitely see. For one, the button arrangements are different, and the pedals are metal instead of kind of the normal matte color. Going inside, this one, you don't have to hit a start button. As soon as you either shut the door or put your foot on the brake, it starts automatically. So yeah, let's go through the interior here. These buttons, similar to the Lyriq, the parking brake, auto hold, which really isn't necessary because it already does that automatically, and your rear trunk button. On the door here, it's heated seats, along with your seat controls, lumbar, up and down, and the backrest. And this is the, what you do notice in this car is the glare is much worse than the Lyriq. It's probably because of this dashboard that's kind of flat, and you can actually see the glare. Those are the buttons for the sensors for the Supercruise and the lane departure. So yeah, let's go into the side screen here. I hope you can see that. Let's see. So yeah, so you have the layout and the trip, which is a little different. The same gauges: gauge, energy, map, assist, and clean. I always go with the map, as I said in my previous video. The gauge kind of looks more like a smartphone home screen, which you can change to Tour and Sport, which I didn't have on the Lyriq. There we go, that's a lot easier to see. Going back here, your energy gauge, your map gauge. This one does not have Apple CarPlay, So that is a huge negative with these 2025s. I was able to get the 2024 with the Apple CarPlay. You also have assist, which is the assisted driving, and the clean. So we'll keep it at the map, or keep it at the energy. The lights, you change them with this button here, and this button. This is for lane departure. It's on the screen, but we'll get into that in the driving portion of this review. So on the steering wheel, you have the Supercruise button, the heated steering wheel button, cancel cruise, and then the cruise control. So this has adaptive cruise control, which I don't have on my car. I wish I did. The voice to talk, end a call, and your button selection for either Bluetooth or changing the channel, along with the gap adjust button, which basically adjusts when the car starts to brake with the car in front of you. So the middle screen here has a lot more features. Vehicle status, drive modes. This one has a motor sound, which my car doesn't. You'll definitely hear it in the review. It has also a relaxed acceleration instead of just a tour and a sport, as well as the steering, which sharpens the steering. You can also change the suspension, choose how responsive your steering is. I don't know why that button's there. As well as the regenerative braking button. So tour, sport, snow and ice, and then my mode, which is what I've been keeping it in during this review. My Cadillac, so you can schedule services, Google Assistant, the Play Store, and also ambient lighting, which only you can see at night, but I will definitely attach that to this video. You have cameras, so you can look overhead, the standard view, which is the view in front of you, and the side images, so you don't get too close to the side. You can also click for the back of the car. This is the back, overhead. These are really nice, actually, to park and just have on to see what's around you. Charging. This is, you can set up your home location, fast charge prep, stuff like that. Find your closest chargers to you. And then moving over, auto park assist. You can exit the space, which is really cool. I haven't really used it yet, but let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll test that in the road review, actually. Google News, you have Google Maps. Like I said, you don't have Bluetooth, or no, you do have Bluetooth, you don't have Apple CarPlay. So when you connect your phone, you click this button instead of the Apple CarPlay icon that would come up. Traction control off, and the glove box, which you click and it opens like that. The glove box on in this car is extremely small. As you can see, it's literally the size of my hand, and that's about it. It has these blue accents here that the Lyriq doesn't. Also on the doors, you can see this is a little smaller than the Lyriq. The charging ports here for the wireless charging of your phone, I have not been able to get it to work at all, so I'm not really sure. It kind of sucked on my car, and it kind of sucks even more now, so I'm not sure if I'm doing anything wrong. But so it has this for the center pocket. It has this little insert here that you can take out, and then it makes it bigger with two charging plugs in there, and then also right there. And of course, if you don't like the touch screen, you can always use this little wheel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's check out the back seat. As far as the back seat goes, me sitting behind myself, my knees are up to the seat, and I have about a couple inches of headroom. But yeah, it's a little smaller than the Lyriq, but you can definitely fit your family back here. There's no problem with that at all. I'm a little tall, so that's just an issue. Another thing to note with this certain model is that it has the AKG stereo system, which compared to the normal bass stereo system, it's actually much, much better. The sound quality is through the roof compared. And it also has a panoramic moonroof. All right, so let's go for a quick drive. I'm going to turn the layout to the map, and yeah, let's go. So you will be able to hear the motor sound when I do the acceleration. You can hear it there, actually. I don't know. People say that they don't really like when electric cars make noise like that, but I do. It makes it interesting. You can also hear when you're accelerating, but so yeah. And this is in the tour mode, so definitely has a lot more pep, or it feels very similar to my Lyriq. My Lyriq has about 340 horsepower, so this one's around the same. Yeah. Also, this battery is quite a bit smaller. I think it only has about a 300 mile range rather than a 340, which is what I get in the Lyriq, which makes it more annoying to charge. It makes it more often to charge. Another thing I can note is the efficiency actually in this car is a lot better since it's lighter and smaller. In stop and go traffic, I would get about 3.4 with my Lyriq, and this is about 3.9 to 4 kilowatts. And on the highway, this does about 3, and the Lyriq does about 2.5 to 2.6. So we're gonna do a quick highway drive so I can show you guys the Supercruise, my thoughts on it, and also the active or adaptive cruise control. So for the Supercruise, there are some issues with it in my real-time experience. It works, but sometimes it doesn't. It'll just randomly cancel when conditions are literally perfect. There's no one on the road. It'll just stop and not say why, or it'll just say canceled. It'll detect construction zones when there aren't any construction zones. Also, there's low windshield washer fluid, which also isn't true. There's just a bunch of glitches, a bunch of, software things that aren't, accurate, and it just makes it a little annoying. But as you can see, adaptive cruise control's on. When I have the chance, hopefully I can turn on the Supercruise. Sometimes it doesn't even turn on, which is quite annoying. But yeah. As you can see, hands-free driving unavailable, when this should have no issue being able to be driven with the Supercruise on. Just makes no sense, frankly. Hopefully I get to review it. It's not working. That's just wonderful. There's just a lot more buttons with more technology. As you kind of pay for more technology, you're gonna have kind of more issues or just more things that can go wrong. That's 100% true with these. Road noise, there's a considerable amount of more road noise in this car than my Lyriq. That one really is silent. This one also is, but you can definitely hear the road more in this car for sure. Up to some traffic, as you'll be able to see the adaptive cruise control at work. Hopefully. That usually works. That doesn't have an issue, but so some highway acceleration. Gives you enough to get up and go. You know, nothing earth-shattering, but so yeah, I will resume the video once Supercruise, I'm able to get that working and show you guys how that works. As you can see, we're slowing down because the car in front of us is braking. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I turned on sport mode so we can maybe see if it's any quicker. You can definitely feel the steering is a little stiffer. It's definitely a very quick car for, you know, for what it is. Definitely not slow by any means. So I'm going to turn on the cruise control here. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of annoying that I can't test Supercruise for you guys. It'll work like twice a day, which should work every time when you're on the highway, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, I appreciate the support on the channel. Definitely going to be bringing more reviews, and yeah, I appreciate the watch. Would I buy this over the Lyriq? It depends. If you want more space in the car, then I would recommend getting the Lyriq. It depends on the style. If you like how the Lyriq looks, get the Lyriq. But if you want to save some money, and you know, this is basically the same car, how it drives, and you know how it is on the highway. It just depends on the space. If you need more space, then get the Lyriq. If you're not, you know, too into how big it is, then I would opt for this. So that's my final consensus. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.